Aloha, everybody. This is Mace Hammer Time, the deadliest man in the known universe, coming at you with some nuclear news. I'm currently 500-0 on record, undefeated, undisputed. I've basically am an expert in all forms of martial arts. If you've seen the Mace Hammer Time MMA Power Hour show, you'd know this. We do the Power Hour show every week. I team up with the experts Ronnie J and my boy Deuce Almighty, and we break down everything that's relevant in combat sports because I am the insider's insider. I'm the one who everyone goes to get all the information. So anyway, we had a big barn burner of a weekend this last week, and I'm not going too far into it because I'm going to dive into that at the Power Hour at the end of the week. But yeah, so USC 285 just went down. A great event. As you all can see here, I'm at the top of the mountains here. I ran up about 30,000 feet this morning, and I decided I'd bring a little camera up here, do a little live stream. It is ice cold to the average person. To me, not so much. I brought my coffee cup up here, and I got some of my some water. Got to stay hydrated. So all you all know that that I am the expert. So what we're going to do here is we're going to break down some nuclear news for the day. So obviously 285 just happened. Quite an amazing event. Some upsets in there. Surreal Gone got manhandled by John Jones. I kind of want to talk about that a little bit because it didn't last long. John Jones made that look like well, child's play. He grabbed him and basically had his way with him, took him to the ground, and then once he sunk in that choke, see the difference between John Jones and most people is most people go for a tap. John Jones is trying to, I think, literally end your life in the ring. So hats off to John Jones. He is the as far as mixed martial arts go, even though he has a loss, I would consider giving him a shot at my record if he wanted to really get after it because he technically was disqualified for a 12-6 elbow, which is a silly rule in my book because I don't believe in rules. That being said, John Jones, if you ever want to get in the octagon or the ring or the squared circle, or I'll fight you anywhere, we can make that happen. I don't think it's going to be what you think, though. I don't really fight by rules either, so I think you're going to be somewhat surprised at what's going to happen. Regardless, there's a lot going on here. I want to go over some of the few headlines I saw here that I thought were interesting. I'll save UFC 285 when I'm together with the boys later on this week. But let's just talk about a couple of the headlines I saw here recently. Now, if I could figure out how to work this thing, what do we got here? This is fun. Check this out. Now, Morning Report. This one is great. Morning Report. Islam Makhachev describes fighting in different Australia. Now, I don't know what kind of plane he flew over there, but he said it's the different Australia, like he went to a different place. He said they don't give us time for recovery. Now, I didn't really take Dagestanis for being complaining bitches, but and if you take a look at this picture of Islam, this is after the fight. He looks like he needs to recover after. He looked like he went through hell and back. And look at Bisping in that picture, just laughing at his face. But it basically says that when he got there, they didn't give him time to get his IV hooked up. It says, quote, Makhachev told TSM Aaron Bronsterter, the people expect an easy fight from me. Like how I take him down, smash him there. But many things in Australia is different. The toilet bowls, they turn the other way. People drive the other side of the car. All fighters wake up early morning. They don't give us time for recovery. But Volkanovski doesn't need time for recovery. He doesn't cut too much weight. And stop cutting weight, you bitch. That's why I know all the things from his side of Australia, weather and weight. I just went to Australia and beat the champion. I don't care if they give me a place or not. I just have my belt. I don't know about this guy. He doesn't seem like he's got the tough guy Dagestani attitude that I'm used to with a legend like Khabib. But the most important things for the fighter, not just cut weight. You have to recover. But they don't give me time to recover. You know what, Islam, if you need time to recover from the weight cut, maybe you should totally consider not fighting at that weight class anymore. So Islam was complaining this weekend. I didn't really take him for much of a complainer, but that's what he's into, apparently. And then, secondly, another interesting headline I saw here was let me see if I can pull this guy up. I'm learning how to use this high tech equipment here, and we'll see if I can figure this guy out. So I gotta get another screen up here. That's how this thing works. It's pretty interesting how to do this stuff. So the other story I thought that was interesting was Valentina Shevchenko also is frustrated, almost complaining again that she lost to Alexa Grasso in a total, I'd say, upset. The longtime flyweight champion was at 29-28 on all three cage side scorecards, and then she got choked out. That's what happened to a spinning back kick, which allowed little Grasso to just jump right on her face cranker. And you know what? To be honest with you, Shevchenko kind of mailed it in, really. She didn't really fight very hard, to be honest with you. Expect a little bit more from her, but I noticed all week on Embedded, she didn't have a great attitude about everything. She looked like she just kind of bored with the whole thing. So she said, martial arts is my life, and I'll be back for immediate rematch stronger than ever. Fighting doesn't forgive, it doesn't forgive. No excuses, only hard work, ready to start all over again. I think this is kind of like what happened to Amanda Nunes, and then she came back and beat the shit out of the other chick. So, of course, Grasso said in the post-fight press conference, she was so dominant in the division. Of course we can do this again. I don't think it's going to go well for Grasso the second time. I don't know what's going on with Shevchenko this last fight, but she wasn't all there mentally as far as Mace Hammer Time is concerned from what I saw. So, so what do you think's going to happen next with Valentina? I think she comes back and beats up Grasso, and then probably, I don't know who's going to beat her after that, but her aura of invincibility is I think now gone. And I have one more headline that I thought a lot of people would find really interesting as well. And UFC admits to lower athlete costs. So they're making record profits, but the athletes are costing less and less, which I think is interesting. In both earlier, their 8K and 10K filings, the SEC on their, I don't care about all that shit. Oh, UFC makes up most of the endeavor. This isn't as interesting as I thought. They've had the best financial year, but operating costs were partially offset by lower athlete costs for the UFC. So keep on your fighters so that you can make more money on top. That's kind of a slap in the face, to be honest with you, ask me, when you talk about this fighter pay. And I know that just winning really matters as far as fighters go, but to boast something like this, I don't know if that's a great look for the UFC. So keep it up, UFC. 10,000 a show, 10,000 to win. Walk home with $1,000. Sounds like a great plan. Anyway, I'm going to run back down this mountain here. This has been the Nukular News coming at you. I might jump back on later again if I see some more headlines. 2-7. Anyway, for all my Hammer Time fans out there, 500-0, Hammer Time out.